to have the discussion on matters pertaining drug abuse, drug and substance abuse awareness. And on set is Chris Mwangi. He's a founder of an organization that talks about that with the young people. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming. Good morning. We thank you so much for coming on board.
Good morning, sir.
And thank you. Tell us about your organization and what you intend to achieve, your goals, vision, and who you target in the society.
Okay. As you've heard, my name's Christopher Kamohe Mwangi. I am born and bred in Nairobi's Eastlands area. And today I am 13 years, 4 months and 23 days sober. I have been an addict. I am a recovering addict. I'm grateful to God. I'm a recovering addict from, you name it, alcohol, bang, miraa, tablets, diazepam 5, cigarettes, everything. You name it, I've done that. I've been there, I've worn the t-shirt. I am sober community-based organization. Has its roots in Eastlands, as I have just said, and its sole objective is liberating our youth from the bondages of drug and substance abuse. We want to enlighten them, because some of them think that this stigma is a curse. We go out and do voluntary talks in schools, churches, or any social gathering. We want to show them that this is a disease. In 1974, the American Medical Association discovered that alcoholism is a disease with signs and symptoms, and which I can freely tell you that alcoholism has three traits. Number one, it is progressive. By progressive, I mean the more you take alcohol, the more your situation worsens. Number two, alcoholism or addiction, as I may put it, is chronic. We know of chronic diseases, diabetes, on what have you. It's a disease. As you have heard, I introduced myself. I am a recovering alcoholic. You never cease to recover, because every morning you wake up, you talk to the man upstairs in a prayer, you tell him to lead you so that this particular day you do not partake of the bottle. In the evening, you've gone well, you've come back home, you haven't drunk anything, you also give thanks. And you continue recovering one day at a time. Yes. And last but not least, alcoholism is fatal. It causes death.
And those are the much talked about, the consequences, of course, the outcome of drug abuse and per se, as you mentioned, alcoholism.
Yes.
But it also takes many aspects to push you into that. And what was your point of engagement with drug? I mean, where was the start point? What was the scratching point for you? I mean, you are now recovering. Yes, of course, that's good news from you to hear it from your mouth again, because it's really hard to try and cut off that psychological, attachment to what you have been using initially. But where's your start point? What led you to? Was it peer influence?
Definitely. In 1988, I was in a primary school in Eastlands called Uhuru Estate Primary School.
That's in Jericho.
In Uhuru. It's just neighboring Jericho. I got 425 points out of the 600 total. I was called to Pumwani Boys High School. That is where all hell broke loose, because I wanted, as the guys in Eastland say, nilikuwa nataka kutambulika. I wanted to be the one who you say, hey, that's Chris, ule jamaa jo noma ule. So at the back of the toilet, you'll go have a few puffs of bang. In the weekends, we have a ghetto in Uhuru, just besides the Air Force barracks. It's called Kiambu. They sell changa. So come weekends, we used to go there. We revel ourselves. It used to be sold in a container, this jik detergent container. It used to be sold by that. A jik was going for about 50 bob. It had 4.5 glasses. And believe you me, you could go take it, puke it all out, but again you'll take it again. This is now the peer pressure. And tomorrow, the next weekend, guys will ask you, hey, kwani hatuendi ghetto? And then you'll start like, and they'll start making fun of you. You're chickening out. Now you see, you'll be forced to go with them, so that you can adapt and you can be accepted by your peers. That is what led.
Okay, and of course there are many other factors too that normally makes one embrace that culture. Well, drugs, for a matter of clarity, are substances that work the normal functioning of the brain, whether for good use or other uses.
Definitely.
And of course that involves medical and non-medical uses. Therefore, in your position now as a recovering person, it's appreciated by the fact that you have also come to the limelight to showcase that indeed you have overcome that barrier and you're still praying to completely get detached of what you went to in your life. How was the experience growing up then, right from high school, then out to probably college or university? How was your experience? Did you feel as an important member of the society, or drugs led you to other aspects too, which today young people in the country are involved in?
Definitely, drugs will take you to every corner of this world. By every corner of this world, I mean the bad corners, because I've been a state visitor for quite a long while. I have been in industrial area remand prison. Actually, I was roomed at room number A1, that is at the remand prison. It inculcated some of the bad ways, such that I have broken into quite a number of houses in Buruburu, Donholm, Harambee, Jericho. I have pickpocketed a lot of people. I'm sorry to say, but I'm still doing my 12th step. And my 12th step involves what I already started. I am sober community-based organization. The 12th step of Alcoholic Anonymous states that having had a renewal, having had gone through the steps, it is mandatory for us to go out and preach this gospel to other suffering alcoholics, so that at least they may see the light and also come out of the bondage. Yes. Okay. It is not easy.
Well, to mention that, you also said that you had come along the law enforcement agencies.
Yes.
In terms of what you committed. Sorry to say, but you have also said that you spent some time at the industrial area remand. In terms of now realizing the potential in you as an individual and what you could do otherwise if you are not engaged in drug addiction, then you thought that, was it important for you to realize that it was also time to say no to this, perhaps put a barrier and then get back to the society, talk to those who are in the process about the ills, the consequences that it can come with if they are engaged in the same process?
Number one, before you come to your senses and to realize, the alcoholic or the addict is the very last person to realize that they have a problem. They will always have their guard up. They will always be on the defensive. You're telling me not to drink. Why don't you tell my other brother? Why don't you tell my neighbor? Because our parents or those who are senior, they'll tell us, why can't you drink like so and so? He takes 3-4 bottles and goes home. Little don't you know that maybe they also are alcoholics, and the alcoholic must first of all reach a stage we call hitting rock bottom. That is when you have only 3 options. The option number 1 is you recover. That is, you go to a recovery center, you recover. The other option, you can run amok, you can go to a madhouse. The other option definitely is to die. So one must reach hit rock bottom. Because we have had so many instances that guys have been taken to recovery centers, and when they go back home that very day they sneak out, and when they come back they are drunk, because they have that an inch of something that mlinipeleka huko mtajua mimi ni nani, mlinipeleka rehab.
He's trying to fight back, or she's trying to fight back.
And that's what all the youth are about. So first of all, you hit rock bottom. Uone hauna mbele, hauna nyuma, hauna mahali pa kulala, unalala on the gutters, you have nothing to eat. You pray to God, afadhali tu nirudi home, nipate kitu kukula, nipate tumaji, something like that. Now when you've hit that rock bottom,